Hi everybody, we are the entertainment section of Speakeasy magazine, and this is our first episode of Speakeasy Talks.
Yes, it is. Thanks for joining us, guys. So today we're going to be talking about fall TV, some returning shows, some new shows, and what we think about them. So I will open it up to Elise.
Yeah.
What have you been watching?
Nothing really new. I've been watching Scream Queens, which is the only new one I've been watching, and then
watching Scream Queens.
a lot of returning shows like Walking Dead, American Horror Story. I'm really into like The Flash and Arrow.
Flash is awesome.
I know, so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I basically love every show on the CW, which is also good. But
It's fine.
yeah,
I haven't watched the new zombie one.
that
I
show
Zombie?
is so good.
Is it?
It's really
Is it?
good. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll have to check that out.
I mean, I like it.
Ashley's giving us a thumbs up right now behind the camera.
Okay, cool.
She loves her some
So
iZombie.
that'll be on my radar.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I watched the pilot of iZombie, and I never watched the rest of it, but I like the pilot, and yeah, I've been watching Scream Queens. Like, I think everybody's been watching Scream Queens.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
big.
feel like that's the one new show that like everybody's seen.
Yeah.
Is definitely.
It's got like a
Scream Queens.
great cast. It's like really funny. So.
It's so funny, and I think, what do you guys think of the fact that a lot of people have been saying they're like, oh, it's stupid, and I'm like, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Right, that's the kind of like humor. It's just like ridiculous. Like if you like watch the pilot, it's just all of this kind of like sorority, like it's just like funny. It goes in like it like definitely goes in like a specific direction.
Yeah.
And just runs with it.
I think if you take it too seriously, you won't enjoy it.
Right.
No, yeah, exactly. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Like, oh my god, I can't believe what's going on in Scream Queens. It's like, no, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point. And I think that's what they were definitely trying to do. And it's interesting because the same guys who did that, who are doing Scream Queens, are the same ones who do American Horror Story.
I've been watching The Daily Show.
Yeah,
It's awesome with Trevor Noah. So it's what, 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
really watch it.
It's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. So I think it's like really great because he's someone who kind of brings in like different perspectives. So he's like from South Africa. So like he can kind of bring in like international news and stuff, and I think that kind of like adds and helps to like the regular like Daily Show formula and like what it was with Jon Stewart. So that's been really good. Scream Queens, as we mentioned, I think we've like all watched Scream Queens. Really good, really funny show. But yeah.
I've also, like, it's on the same night as Scream Queens. I've actually been watching, I watched the first episode of The Grinder. I didn't really like it. I know
Rob Lowe.
everyone likes it, and I don't really like it, but I do like Grandfathered with John Stamos. The pilot
Everyone loves Jon Stamos.
was but I watched the last 2 episodes, and it's definitely getting better.
Okay.
Like, it's, I think, finding its footing. The characters are really, I think, coming into their own. They're likable. John Stamos is funny and like very clueless into like this new situation of his life, but is like just very suave. And I really like the woman who plays John Stamos is lesbian assistant for the restaurant. She's hilarious. I have no idea what her name is. I think I looked her up at one point, and this is like one of her first bigger things, and she's so funny. And Josh Peck's character is like such a lovable.
Who doesn't love Josh Peck?
He's such a.
Drake and Josh.
He kind of does remind me of Josh a little bit,
Yeah.
like on Drake and Josh a little bit. If like Josh managed to like, basically his whole character is like this super nerdy guy who managed to seem cool for like a few minutes, just long enough to get Christina Milian pregnant, and
Right.
like now they have like this adorable baby who's so cute. She's like this precious little thing, and they're just all kind of, it's like a very weird dynamic, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Josh has just grown up so much.
I know. I was like, Josh has a kid?
It's amazing.
But no, yeah, I've been watching that. It's a good show. I would check it out. I haven't seen any more of The Grinder, but I heard it's good. I have a couple friends who like it.
Love Rob Lowe.
I think
Rob Lowe's
everybody
my
loves
dude.
Rob
Yeah,
Lowe.
everyone loves
I
Rob
love Fred Savage. I used to Netflix The Wonder Years all the
Yeah.
time. If anyone's ever watched The Wonder Years.
So, Scream Queens, our favorite new show.
Winner.
For some of us, it's like, yeah.
I wish we had like a plaque. We could go,
We need a
Winner.
gavel.
winner.
We're gonna get a gavel. So you get more funding. Gavel. First
To-
on the list.
Gavel when we get more funding, so funding.
Yeah, exactly. When we get funding, gavel. So you like touched on it briefly, but like shows that haven't released yet, or like upcoming within the next like 6 months or something. What are shows that you're looking forward to? We kind of mentioned Supergirl briefly.
Supergirl's really the only one that I want to
Yeah.
see.
I cried
That's
during.
like 2 weeks away.
Did
October
everybody see like the
26th.
6-minute promo that came out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I cried. Like at the end
You are excited for Supergirl.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even think I was gonna be that excited because I'm not the biggest superhero person ever. But I feel like I've learned a lot more about superheroes over the past few years because I have a lot of friends who really like superheroes.
Right.
And so I didn't think I was like, oh, Supergirl, I'll check it out. And I like that actress. I think she's cute. And so I remember I watched it, and they like played fight song at the end,
Yeah.
and she was like flying around saving the city and being all kick ass, and I was like, it's
Nice.
so beautiful. Like,
So many feels.
look how moving this
Supergirl promo.
is. It's
awesome.
it's the song. You get like a song
Yeah.
like that, and just
Right,
her
right.
like walking away from the fire, saving the world, feeling good
Yeah.
about herself. I was like,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. Just I think my main thing is like we haven't seen like CBS like handle like a superhero show before, and
This
it
is
looks like they're definitely taking like a different direction from like definitely Arrow, maybe not Flash, maybe a little more like Flash, but it's not going to be like gritty or dark, and like that makes sense. Like you want it to like be like a Supergirl show, and like you have that character. So it'll be like interesting to see like how CBS like handles doing that, and also
Yeah.
if there are any like crossovers,
Right.
perhaps.
Right.
Pretty-
When does Heroes Reborn premiere?
I think it already has.
Mhm.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like there was a time in my life where Heroes was like awesome.
I never
And then
watched.
it's just
I mean,
like
I never watched it either.
yeah,
I like didn't jump on the train. But Zachary Levi's in it,
Mhm.
and I like him.
yeah. Zachary Levi's cool.
I missed Chuck. Did you watch Chuck?
I didn't watch Chuck.
Oh, so good,
Nice.
so good.
Yeah, it's one of those shows. Just never saw the appeal of Chuck.
It's all on Netflix.
Maybe I'll
You
have to
should
watch
it.
Chuck. I'll get into Chuck.
Mhm.
So it's far out. It's probably gonna be like April of next year, but Daredevil. I'm really
Never
excited
watched
for Daredevil.
Daredevil.
It's so good.
I know
Watch
Jessica
Daredevil.
Jones is coming soon.
Yeah,
That looks
yeah,
really good.
and that looks awesome as well.
Mhm.
So those Netflix Marvel shows, I'm very excited about, just because season 1 of Daredevil was so good. Cool. Anything else that you guys have that you were thinking, like shows that are coming up?
Not really.
In the
I've just also
foreseeable
kind of been
future.
focusing on shows that I already like that I
Mhm.
watch that
Right.
are out now.
Right. So like shows that have that are just like entering a new season, out of just like returning shows. What kind of stands out to you guys?
Mindy Project.
Mindy Project.
I love the Mindy Project. I think it's great. I think Fox was a bunch of idiots for canceling it. It was so good, but then luckily, even like when it was getting canceled, we all kind of knew someone was gonna pick it up, and when Hulu picked it up automatically, it was like, okay, good. And honestly, Mindy Kaling, I think, is a genius, and she has taken like her new surroundings and has run with it, and they are allowed to be a lot more. This gives them a lot more creative freedom. They don't have to be as censored, as cognizant of like network standards,
Right.
and they can get a little bit longer. They have a longer season, and the episodes so far have been great. They've been really, really funny and like really heartwarming, and just like kind of what I think a lot of people really love about the show, but with like a little bit more of an edge now that they're allowed to have.
Right.
And I think it's a good move, them being on Hulu
Awesome.
for sure. So everyone should go watch the Mindy Project. What about you?
I just spent the summer binge watching How to Get Away with Murder,
Oh.
and the new season just started.
Nice.
And it's really good so far. It's been like flashing back and forth between like, what's her name, Annalise Keating, like getting shot, but they haven't told you how that happened
I
yet.
didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
I've been like really behind on How to Get Away with Murder, so
yeah.
that happened.
It's good though. I
Nice.
mean, it's so suspenseful, and I'm really excited to see how it's gonna. I mean, the last season was so good, so I'm really hoping that this season's just as good.
I just really like that the kid from Harry Potter's in it.
I know. Yeah. And he's really good in it too. I like him.
It's like a grown up now.
Kid from Harry Potter.
Yep.
I've been watching Empire. I love Empire.
I need to watch Empire.
It's pretty much just like a really like, it's like a soap opera on
Mhm.
steroids, and it's like amazing. It's just like it's really awesome. Those characters are just like huge, like really like defined, like crazy characters.
I heard Taraji P. Henson is insane.
Yeah, she's awesome. Terrence Howard is actually really good too. So yeah, like that whole show is awesome. And I've watched the first 3 episodes of the second season, and it's still really good.
It's good. I feel like the second season slump is often something that can happen to shows where they come back and they're not as good as they
especially with like how strong like Empire was the first season.
Yeah.
At least like I think so, and a lot of other people did it that way. Cool. Anything else to add? Any noteworthy?
I have to say, I was really surprised. I watched an episode of Law & Order SVU on Hulu the other night. I am one of those people who loves SVU. It's like my favorite like Netflix guilty pleasure when I don't know what to watch, except they took off all the earlier seasons and I don't want to talk about it. And I really don't like the newer seasons as much. They're just not as good. But I watched an episode from a couple weeks ago that dealt with like Whoopi Goldberg was on it.
Whoopi.
Wow.
Whoopi just showed up, and
Whoa.
it was awesome. And this whole episode was like really intense. It was like this kid, like it starts off with this. They find like this like little boy like roaming in the streets trying to get food, and then it like uncovers the fact that like the mom's like a druggie, and then like his sister like ends up dying from just like dehydration and all this stuff. And really, this woman that was on like the list of like being checked on by child services, and so the whole case goes back to like them suing child services. Like obviously they arrested the mom, but it's like child services was like was getting really busy and like falsifying these reports, and that's like they're like blaming like this little girl's death on that, and it gets crazy. And Whoopi like is one of the women who like works for child services, and like Whoopi's on the stand and like cracks and just like breaks and like loses it and just like
Nice.
and it was great.
That's awesome.
So it was like one of the best episodes of SVU I've seen in a long time. So I was like, good job, SVU. Like it's making me more optimistic about the season. And I heard actually they're doing, SVU always does those ripped from the headlines episodes where they're like, the following is not based on any true actual event, but you know it is. And I
know
heard,
Whoopi Goldberg used to work for child services, and that she like totally breaking down the court.
No, but
True story.
November they're taking on the Duggars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're,
wow.
Nice.
That was so awesome.
yeah, they're like, it's obviously, they're gonna be
That's
like,
gonna be pretty great.
it's gonna be like a reality TV, like the reality TV family.
Starring Whoopi Goldberg.
Starring Whoopi Goldberg. If Whoopi's not back in every episode of SVU,
Whoopi Goldberg should be a recurring character. I haven't even seen this, but I feel like she should be a recurring character.
Whoopi's an EGOT winner.
Yeah.
It's like only 12 people in the world have done that, and Whoopi is one of them.
Whoopi. Awesome.
Whoopi. All right. Anybody else have anything else?
Any other news? Nothing else? No good? Seen any good horror movies lately or anything?
We're not talking about Children of the Corn.
So I really like Children of the Corn, but we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about that. Thank you for watching Speakeasy Talks. Be sure to like stay with Speakeasy. Check out all the awesome content we have going on our website. We've got entertainment, we've got sports, we've got all sorts of cool things going on.
Share this video on Facebook, tweet it, like it, whatever.
Bop it.
Flick it.
Right, do all sorts of things.
Pass it.
Do all sorts of things with it. For all your Whoopi Goldberg coverage, stick here with Speakeasy. And thanks for watching, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.